Hello, gamers. Oh, sheesh. Welcome back to another amazing live stream by yours truly. How are we all doing today? Are we ready for some more Ace Attorney? If you don't know, sorry, I was grabbing my water bottle off the floor. I actually have it. I know. Yesterday, I was not supposed to stream, and I said I wasn't gonna stream, but then I showed up anyways. Ooh, woo. But the day before that, I had asked because I was under the assumption that yesterday I was not going to stream. So I was like, you guys can pick whatever you want me to stream. And we ended up playing Roblox. But I still wanted to play the other games that were asked of me. So we're doing Ace Attorney first, and then tomorrow we should be doing Zero Escape. So if you are interested in those games, you know, stay tuned. What am I gonna do with my points now? Don't worry. We'll probably have other community challenges if you guys are interested. After we do our fishing stream, I'll give people some time to recover and gather some points for next one. It was the one night I thought, oh, Luna's not streaming, I can finally get a good night's sleep. Listen, we were just we played a little horror game for the first like 30 minutes, and then we played Fall Guys. So you didn't miss anything crazy, unless you wanted to see me be bad in Fall Guys, in which that is still up on my Twitch, and you can watch it, and it eventually will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel. But yeah, we did hit the fishing stream milestone. I'm gonna have to get all organized behind the scenes and decide what day I want to do that, because I do want to have as like many of my friends and as many as you guys as I can to fish. So if we're playing like Grimwood and you're in Grimwood, you're definitely welcome to come to the fishing spot wherever we decide it to be, and fish with me in Planet Fishing, or no, Fishing Planet. If you want to come fish with me, you can. I think we're going to be doing Adventure Quest as well. So, yippee! If it's multiplayer, you can definitely fish with me. I need to look up see if there's like a fishing Roblox game or something. Oh my goodness. Fall Guys, I gotta see the VOD. Oh my god. I was flopping at the start, you guys. Those fucking doors that go up and down pissing me off. Gotta make a mega build for the fishing stream. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there has to be. I feel like I looked it up before and there was, but we'll see. Anyways, enough yapping. I know you guys are here to see our favorite Ace Attorney. Let me switch you guys over to the gamer screen and pause the lo-fi beats, because you want them Phoenix Wright beats. Because the soundtrack to this game, it do be slapping, I cannot lie to you. It's me, hello. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me actually tab in, and let's see if my controller has remained connected while I was yapping. Oh my god, it has. That's crazy. Alright. Aw. She said, just kidding. you trolling ass. My controller loves to troll me. It's a part of my lore at this point. Pookie. She's such a troll. I feel like at this point I need to name my controller. She's a whole character in and of herself. Load the selected save data. Yes, please. Okay, like it. We should be on the trial, last time I recall, and we are. Okay. I like to do where like hey, shut up. Sorry, I opened my phone and I was on TikTok. Well, I was watching this video. I guess this lady, she has like rescue dogs that are either elderly or like disabled, and they're so cute. Like little dogs. Anyways, yeah, I like to do like either like a trial by itself and like the investigation by itself, or if I'm really having fun, then I'll do both at the same time. But like the start and end of trials and investigations like creates a natural like, all right, well I finished the trial, let me get the fuck out of here. But today I'll probably do the trial and another investigation, just because I'm having fun. All right, it's February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. This is... Lord have mercy. I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember... I don't remember this trial, like, as much as the other ones. And even then, like I said, I frequently forget shit that happens in any game that I play, even one that I've played before. And it's like I'm playing it for the first time again. Alright. Oh, I don't even remember what voice I gave her. Disclaimer, I change the voices every single time because I forget. Oopsie daisy. How did your investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you one word of advice. Sorry, one word? A word. Just one word, and it's run. Yeah? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is... you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Listen, she doesn't get it, bro. Like, I just know when my Pookies are innocent. And, you know, hasn't led me astray yet. My first trial without a Fae helping me. It's so scary. I'm not gonna have my emotional support, Maya. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'm no better than a man. I'm just saying. I'll be alone in there, so I have to discover the truth all by myself. What's this trial called again? I don't even remember. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. But we do have a scientist, right? Is she a scientist? She likes science, I know that, but I don't know if she is a scientist. I can't remember. 10 a.m., baby. District courtroom number 9. All my Pookies. I'm thinking of that fucking meme. I think it's a GIF where it's like, I think it's like a girl, an anime girl in glasses, and she like puts her hand on her head and like sticks out her tongue like, oopsies. Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I see him, I'm like, oh my god. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lotta Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
All my foodie. All my foodie.
Sorry, I can't help it. I haven't seen him in... When's the last time I did my last Ace Attorney stream? It wasn't actually that long ago. But, you know, I miss him already. Phoenix Wright alone with his voices, literally the voices in his head. He's like, ah, help me, Mia. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Never seen a man look so flabbergasted holding a gun. Listen, I love Ace Attorney, and I usually like a lot of the character designs, but one thing they piss me off with is hairlines. What is that? I've always... Miles is too damn rich to be the owner of a fuck-ass hairline. What? I know my Pookie would never be ugly. He's simply too rich. It's been 2 months, but I haven't but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that... I love... Happy Pride! Happy Pride! I hope that personal feelings... I can't even read this with a straight face. I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Happy Pride! He would go bald and make a wig out of money, for real, literally. Like, he's not, you know, he's not doing all this to be broke, for real. Yeah, no personal feelings. So don't kiss me from that side of the courtroom, Edgeworth. Pride word. Listen, Rip Miles Edgeworth, you would have loved to go to Pride. Listen, I could totally imagine, like, Maya and Phoenix and all of them, like, bringing Miles to his first Pride. Bro would have a heart attack and die. He'd be like, what the why is everybody naked? I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. I don't know if I've ever seen unpardonable before. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. In my car! Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Hey, some people like that. I suddenly feel like confessing everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. God damn! He said death penalty. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say. Okay, one more thing. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Like, what does that mean? Hold on. Sorry. Haven't I seen you somewhere? Ew, is that caviar? I've never had caviar, but I don't think I would like it, simply because looking at it would gross me out. And also, in my mouth. It's like fucking eating Orbeez. Confessing everything, Edgeworth. Congrats. Oh my god, he's coming out. Happy Pride. That's gonna be my joke this entire month. I'm sorry. Oh, what voice did I give her? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. What is that, bro? You put sprinkles on that shit? For you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Do I have to pay for this? Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Listen, I love the running joke of Edgeworth never getting his fucking witnesses to state their name or profession. He's like, please. I know on the inside he's crying and screaming. He's like, please, just stop. Motherfucker, give me some bread and butter and I'll be fine. Listen, I don't know. I'm too picky. I don't like most things, so.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star, don't be forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Witness, drop your name and profession, and my life is yours. Please. That's really. I love that fucking meme, but that really is him. Phoenix is the first part, like, damn, y'all good with your witness not stating their name and profession.
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
I'm not gonna lie, I think her fucking like sausage octopus necklace is very cute. Like, everybody's so creative. Y'all all right with not having a fae help you out of court? Witness. Please, I love that so much. If I could draw people. Listen, I've never commissioned Kylie for anything, but if I did, it would be just for that. I'd be like, listen, I know this is not your usual thing, but can you make me this video? Listen, she's drawn Edgeworth before, so, you know, she got that, right?
Huh? Huh? What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police.
Oh, so it's like that.
She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Star was a detective? Low-key, that's how I felt. I don't remember that. Ah! Like, how do you even say this? Oh! She'd cook with it too, for real. For real.
I know who you are. Cough up?
Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with your description, Miss Star.
Just who is this lady? She gives me Major Jessie from Team Rocket type of vibes. Real. Listen, she's cooking and she's cooking in more ways than one. For real, for real.
If I might have the court's attention over here.
Alright, give me the lowdown, Pookie.
The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose...
Oh, sorry, that's the judge. Oh, we didn't read that line before, too. Wait, let me watch my stream delay. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes?
Okay, well, she didn't even answer. She said, ciao, anyways.
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block. In that car's trunk, the killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out.
I need a sip of drink. Hold on.
Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
Okay.
And who was this valiant witness?
I hate it.
I hate him. I hate this judge.
Bro, he should be fired. He should be fired for the the shit that he's let people get away with. Okay.
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Okay, we got the floor plans now. Okay.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Dr. Eggman, if he was in shape. Is it just because they're both bald?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that poor losers are... Wow! Damn, dude! It seems that poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor.
Girl, I'm just doing my job, bro. What? Suck my ass. This man be eating caviar in court like motherfucker. Yes. You know, fair enough. All bald people are the same person secretly. Every bald person you've ever met is played by one guy who travels around by teleportation.
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give him your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
Okay, but like, I don't know. Did you ever think that's like, she had a reason for it? Listen, girls just want to have a little fun. Like, she slayed while she did it, so, like, she slayed as she slayed. You know what I mean? Anyways.
Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to
next to a garish door. Now, wait a minute. Through the wire fence, like, so you were on the, the civilian side, I'm assuming. But when we found you, you were on the other side, so, Next to a garish car. Edgeworth is not gonna like that. Because if you missed the investigation that we did last time we played, the murder happened near Edgeworth's car, and the body got put in his trunk, and the guy was killed using the knife that he keeps in his toolbox that's in his car. Which, you know, I'm so surprised a guy like him owns a toolbox. I'm just saying. Surely it's only there so, like, he can get Gumshoe, because Gumshoe's probably in the car with him. They're dating also. He's like, get out and fix the flat, brother. Exactly like that, trust.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Why'd you have to say it like that? How else would you stab somebody other than putting it tip first, huh? And she made me say that, okay? That was not my fault.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend.
Yeah, because she said she through the grate, but she's bringing a lunchbox to her boyfriend, who she said worked in security. So how can you be giving your security boyfriend lunch when you're not even on his side? And, you know, she never said she was parking. So why would she be on the other side of the fence? I don't know. It's just sus to me. It's just sus to me, but that's me.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. Oh, touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
Okay, sure, she made you say that. I believe you, I promise. He's got a screwdriver in it so he can swap the SD card in his Hoppy 3D. Listen, how is he gonna play Animal Crossing New Leaf?
How does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
Hey, it's merely a flash wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Damn straight I'm gonna cross-examine this bitch.
Because I know you're a lying asshole. You're making it up.
Because you're a detective. And you know, detectives, they like to stick together. And cops, they like to stick together. All of them. So, if you assume somebody has murdered your former coworker, clearly you would be like, yeah, I definitely saw that bitch do it. Because I don't like her. Somehow I think I want to go to where she says she saw through the fence. I think I want to press this. I mean... I do want to press her on, like, her boyfriend. Maybe, like, now who the fuck's your boyfriend? Also, what does she mean by, I always knew a day like this would come? What does that mean? I have, like, so many questions. I'm about to press every single thing. Okay, what do you mean by this? How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. I hate his ass.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim.
I mean, she's kind of... You can't say she's wrong. Because we know literally... We know, like, 3 people... No, not 3. 2 people who have done that. One of them is standing in this room right now. So... and the other person trained the guy who's sitting in the room right now. Oops. And happens to be the man on the screen right now. Sorry, when my controller disconnects and I'm like in a place where I can bring up a profile, it always brings it up. I don't know why.
Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Damn. I wish I knew. Edgeworth jump scare. And yeah, because he's the first person on the list, he always gets brought up. I mean, usually Maya, if Maya exists, I think she's before him, but I can't fucking remember.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job and my dream...
Wrap it up! Okay, apparently my controller took note too eagerly.
I felt that I'd found my dream job when I became an investigator. If I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired?
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Pookie. I'd hate to tell you otherwise, but you just gave us motive to assume that you will do anything to get a prosecutor found guilty in court. You literally said, I fucking hate prosecutors because they got me fired. You shouldn't be a witness. You are unreliable. You literally, what you just said showed that you are biased. What? I feel like in real court, this would definitely be like, oh, what? I think we have to take her testimony into question, which she literally said, bro, I fucking hate prosecutors. Like, it's literally your word against hers, so be so for real. She's unbiased. Oh my god. Shut up.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
Okay, yeah, and I want to press this, because what do you mean, boyfriend? This boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
No, yeah, I remembered.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join them?
Enjoy them?
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge has to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something coming, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. I don't think. Well, what do you mean? I don't know. Sense something? Like, I guess the murder. I don't know. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to Garish car. I want to say. First of all, the wire fence. So she's on the other side. So she's in B. I mean, like, I feel like if you're in B, I don't know. I guess she said she was parking her car. So, like, that could make sense. But, like, I don't know, man. She's a liar. I just have to figure out why or how. But also, yes, the garish car. I do want to see how Edgeworth responds to this. By garish car, you mean
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Oh, so she knows it's his car, too. Oh, you know, she's probably calling it garish because he's a prosecutor and she don't give a fuck about him.
Mr. Edgeworth's.
Incidentally, the knife was also... Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed with was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away.
Chief, are you deadass or not? Don't lie to me.
I'm certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly little opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie? I am not no damn rookie. I've had 4 cases. That basically makes me an expert.
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
Funnily enough, I am. Stop pissing me off.
I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
Okay. If she said something before that, I didn't notice because I wasn't paying attention. That was inspiring.
Huh? I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
Please don't tell me this is a photograph of her committing the crime. I can't. Jay. Don't you think this should have been the first thing you showed me? Copyright strike her mid-court case. Help. Listen, this, Your Honor, this doesn't prove anything. Yes, you see her looking at the body and she's bloody, but it doesn't show her killing anybody. That could simply be tomato sauce, ketchup, wine. She was at a party probably, I think, right before this. So, yeah, she could have spilt wine on her trench coat. And this was actually before there was even a body. And so she was actually just, she was breaking into his car. Actually, she wasn't. She had the key. And she was just putting something away, and that was beforehand, so it's fine. The knife is missing. Is it? A photograph? You took this? Well, clearly this is not the moment you witnessed the crime, or else, you know, we would see somebody being stabbed. But...
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness! Witness! Show me the evidence before the trial and my life is yours. Witness, why am I only now seeing this photograph? Okay, fuck you, controller. It's fine. Well, it's clearly not there. True, but they'll probably be like, oh, it's in the trunk. Why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, this is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at that time? She's a car boot inspector, Your Honor. Obviously, she was just checking it out, you know, making sure it was up to code. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Your Honor. Let me see. Do we have that picture? Parking lot with Edward's car. Can I see this? No. And I don't have that picture when she actually, or like the picture that they put up or whatever. Because I'm like, you know, it was in Edgeworth's case. It was like, actually, the wrong fingerprints were found on the gun. It was the wrong hand. He's this handed. I can't remember. Okay. So we have that crime photograph. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Okay. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, but how'd she... I don't know. I can never tell when I'm looking, like, too far into something for Ace Attorney or not far enough. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's either the most simple shit or the most, like, convoluted answer I've ever heard. I guess let me press and just see what she says. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Oh, yeah. Yeah, wait, maybe... Let me present this picture on this. Because she said, like, she took this photo the moment the crime happened. The crime is wrapped up. So what is this photograph? Let's try this. Oh, my God. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I don't know why I said salmon. I've never said salmon in my life. Salmon. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Sudden Nickelback moment. Listen, I could not sing it. You know, Phoenix kind of looks like he would listen to Nickelback. And I don't even mean that in a negative way, because I kind of like some of Nickelback's songs, okay? I think they get entirely too much hate for literally them just being a band.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how could you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse? Emma really said,
Mr. Wright, me personally, I would not let that slide.
You got a better idea? Obviously, I'm gonna object. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-size lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
I've never understood that sentiment. They've got bad songs, they've got good songs, they're a band of many. Like, exactly. Like, I don't understand, like, something that they're doing that is, like, so different from just, like, any other band. Like, you know, you have good songs, you have bad songs, like, I don't know. And I don't think, like, their songs in particular are, like the lyrics or, like, the beat or anything is, like, as wild as, like, I don't know, people think it is. Or, like, I don't know. I don't even know why people hate them. I just don't listen, because I'm like, I'm gonna listen to what the fuck I like. I don't care if you think Nickelback is bad. Like, girl, I'm putting on Photograph, and I'm gonna scream the lyrics, bro. Someday, don't play with me. That music video when she drops the glass of milk, turns out she was a ghost, and she got hit by I think it was a truck. It's a great music video. Watch that. At the end, it was crazy. Spoiler. No, I can't. If you've never seen it, I know it's probably like 15, 20 years old. But you should go watch that music video. It was like the first Nickelback music video I ever saw. And I was like, this is crazy. And it was on my cousin's old iPod. So I'm watching the music video on this little ass screen. And I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Because I'm like, whoa, I'm watching a video on a iPod. Anyways, back into this. Not about Nickelback.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves? Listen, how do you know she wasn't just wearing gloves to wear gloves? How can you tell? It's a black and white photo. How can you tell those are surgical gloves? I guess she was wearing them when they arrested her, right? That must be.
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
Like we said, she is a trunk / car boot inspector. And, she wants to make sure, like, what if the trunk is not sanitary? She wears the rubber gloves to protect herself. Obviously. But if she'd wore them during arrest, why aren't they part of evidence? I wouldn't be surprised if the fucking prosecution is withholding evidence from me. They love to not mention that they have certain pieces of evidence until, like, something wiggles them out.
If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
What?
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony. Jeez, there's a third one?
Okay, so it's probably this. It's related to this one because we just got this one. So the murder was
planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Okay. Do we press this or do we see if we let's see if we have anything. No, it couldn't have been premeditated because, like, how would she know when Edgeworth was gonna come back so she could murder him in his car? Sorry, not murder him as in Edgeworth, murder Goodman in his as in Edgeworth's car. Okay, but what is it? I mean, true, she did supposedly used Edgeworth's murder, or knife as the murder weapon. And if it was premeditated, like, you can't rely, like, what if instead of going to the prosecutor's office, Edgeworth was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna go home. I'm gonna go home after this stupid ass fucking award ceremony. Or something like that. So, like, it would be unreliable to be like, I'm definitely gonna use Edgeworth's knife when you can't confirm that it's gonna happen. So, I mean, we have full health, so I'm not that worried about presenting this. Also, fuck you, my controller. Pookie, what is this? Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell lunch boxes for a living, you know.
I like when she talks. She has, like, no teeth. But obviously, it would look weird if she did as well. Like, if you saw a hint of teeth, it would be weird.
That's a knife. The knife. That knife was in,
I almost said doctor.
Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife.
What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor in the district? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
Bruh. This really, you know, this would be me too. I'd be like, this is some fucking tea. I would love to be in these courtrooms. Like, I know I would be eating this up. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What was that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Like, you're leaving too much down to fate and chance there. Because, like, again, bro.
Oh,
I know what they're gonna fucking say, too. And this is not because I remember. I bet they're gonna be like, she told Edgeworth when to come and to, like, have it in there or some shit like that. They're gonna say that he was in cahoots with Lana, and that's just not true. Miles Edgeworth is a lot of things, but a murderer is not amongst them. Among Us. When's the Ace Attorney cast gonna play Among Us? This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Order, order, order. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor.
great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Let's not get too hasty.
Oh, no, he's bringing out the finger waggle. I hate him.
Listen, you know when he whips out the fucking finger waggle, it's gonna be a bad day, bro. And then he just goes, and listen, you know he's smug as hell whenever he does this shit.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide had turned.
Now who would say that? Not me, for sure.
Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the... Huh? But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. In the whole premeditated game theory. Simply vent the judge, case closed. Your Honor, I saw you venting. And everyone's like, oh. That would kind of be low-key eating. If, like, the actual criminal in a case was, like, the judge. God damn it, I hate it here.
Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. This is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
I like when she flips her bayang and her alter ego comes out. Really now. Alright, let's see what bullshit she gonna be rapping this time.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
I don't know. Before she even continues, I'm just gonna give my 2 cents, what I think. And like I said, I don't remember this trial as well as I do the others. So, I don't actually remember the actual answer. But, no, yeah. She, like, I don't trust this woman. I just don't. I really don't. I feel like she's up here rapping some bullshit. I do remember one thing that I think is true, so I'm not gonna say it. But, I don't know. She had a grudge against the victim. I don't know. I don't know what the... I don't know. Well, I'll write my bullshit ass after she's done, actually. Dumb? She's dumb.
Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, about that. That's what when she said, plunge the knife in again and again. I was like, I think it's only 1 stab wound. Besides, if she knifed him over and over again, her, like, face will be covered in blood, probably.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office.
Okay, what I was gonna say is, I just feel like it doesn't make sense. Like, if you're premeditating this murder, like, you're planning it out entirely, why would, like, 2 things. Like Phoenix said, why would you leave your murder weapon up to whatever you find at the place you're doing it? That's stupid. Because you would waste time trying to find something to fucking kill your victim with. And then also, what the fuck was I gonna say? Why would you choose a place that so could easily have witnesses? Like, I don't know, me personally, I would never kill somebody in a fucking parking garage because there's so many little nooks and crannies. You never know if there's somebody there. That's how I treat it. Over and over in the same wound. Simple. Yeah, her aim was impeccable. That it's all in the same one.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Well, I already know what I want to do.
Heart, shut up.
Bow, 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 meow, 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 meow.
Sorry. I'm I can't help it. It's a fucking banger. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss prize.
What? I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. Where she's got her alter ego out. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a stab. Jesus, I can't read. Guys, every single time I do a stream where I have to read, I think I might be dyslexic. But that's just me. Growing moss, that's more lunch for everyone. Listen, it's me feeding grass to my cult members in Cult of the Lamb. I'm like, no, look, it's tasty salad. The autopsy report states that that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. How many stab wounds is it in DBD? 48 stab wounds. I don't know. You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really!
Emma, me and you, same brain. What about my objection? No one noticed? Listen, Edgeworth noticed, and he was like, wait a minute, let me bring this up instead. Well, witness. Ew, is that just fucking rice and ketchup?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So... Sorry, that was a whistle. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that... Tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Girl, how many times is she gonna fix this fucking... testimony? 28. Yeah, I feel like it was something 8. 28? That sounds right. I'll go with it. 28 stab wounds. Did that trigger the cutscene in your memory? Okay. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That was how ghastly the whole scene was.
What, her neck thingy? Is that a muffler? I don't know. Wait, she's not wearing it. Right? She's talking about her little neck tie, right? Is that a muffler? Good old Detroit. See, I can never play Detroit Become Human because I'm shit at QTEs. So I would just like get people killed all the time. Meow, 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 meow. I'm just gonna assume. Oh, I didn't even get to fucking read that shit. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? God damn it, Edgeworth, stop stealing my spotlight. The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim.
And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Huh? But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember...
Sorry, that's not her voice.
I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Sorry, I was in the mindset of doing emo. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim? The next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Guys.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her and explained her rights to her and arrested her on the spot.
Can you... Is this like a... What is it called? Like a citizen's arrest? Is that a thing you can... I don't know like the do's and don'ts of like a citizen's arrest. Like... What the fuck, man? Okay, but how did you catch her if you were on the other side of the fence, bro? What do you mean? Like, how were you faster somehow getting around to that side? And she was still trying to get somewhere else. What the fuck?
I quickly caught her,
Yeah, arrested her. Whatever.
Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Your Honor, she's up there rapping that bullshit again.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
Yes. Apparently.
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra.
What?
That's me, Angel Star.
What that Sigma? Okay. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
I think everyone is, Emma.
Ah!
That'd scare me.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Okay.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Yeah, Pookie, you're going to explain several things to me. I wanna... Oh, sorry, I forgot to click the fucking button. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I think this is where, like, that water pump thing wall is. So, I think this is fine. This, though, I was sus about, like, pretty much right away. So can you explain? Oh, I need a sip. My throat was getting dry. I was like, help me. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for more details. Well, I would press her, right? Because you were behind a fence, though. Doesn't matter if you were 30 feet away. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she... Oh, sorry, that's Edgeworth.
She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. The Coffin Queen Lunch Lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. But there is a truck right there. Oh, wait, there's a truck there. How could she see? But there's a truck in front of where her view should be. Am I tripping right now? The fence is about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Climb? Nah, a simple jump should do it. Listen, she should just do a super jump like everybody else. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Okay, I'm assuming I have to do something here too. What the Sigma? I guess I'll press this. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word?
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean ask further. Definitely, what the fuck? By phone, do you mean this cell phone? Discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately.
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
I think... Did we try the phone? I can't remember.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Girl, how is the emergency phone gonna be out of order? That just don't seem right.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Well, his cell phone was updated in the court record.
I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead.
I don't know. What do we have? Yeah, but wasn't the phone found, like, near the car? So, I feel like, wouldn't it be near the phone booth? I don't know. No prints. No, I guess this picture does have the chain link fence, so she definitely took the picture like through a fence at least. Like they really did a good job with the chain link fences, because like they're there obviously, but like you're still like able to see what you need to see. Anyways, I don't know. Like, do I press it? 'Cause I don't know if there's anything to like even cough up. Oops, I did not mean to go back. That scared me. I thought I hit something. I feel like it must be this, right? Like it must be how, because she added this, so it has to be doing with this. Me. I'm just gonna press it because that's the only, like, I can't think of any other piece of evidence that like would go with any of this stuff. So I'm just hoping if I press it, it'll give me something. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Aha! I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time,
you climbed over the chain link fence.
I'm pretty sure I found the phone near the car, or no, near the oil drums. Where is that in relation to this?
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this?
What is it, Mr. Wright? The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel's star, resistance is futile.
Okay. I do think we have to present something here. How she tried the phone. You saw how she... Wait. Let me see the floor plan. Because, yeah, there's the... She said she goes behind a partition. How can you see whatever she's doing behind that wall? Like, maybe she didn't even try to use the phone. Right? Fuck it, we ball, I think. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Stop pissing me off. She literally is like, I hate prosecutors. Of course she's gonna try to get one, like, put in jail, regardless of who actually killed this guy. With her Muppet mouth.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
He gave her some serious side-eye. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up.
Let's take a look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't have possibly seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it. Ah!
Order, order. What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. I think it's where. I don't know. Something about how she took that picture was sussy to me. Where she saw it. Like, I feel like nothing makes sense. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But, say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Yo, he low-key was cooking.
That last line, yo, he ate.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she witnessed the crime?
Sorry, I know it didn't say that.
When she saw the crime.
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. One Direction? Just starts playing the intro to That's What Makes You Beautiful. Okay, it's probably she was probably with her BF, right? In the security room. That's what I think.
But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
That's what I think. That's like the only place that she could be where like Lana couldn't see her. Honestly, because it does not make sense for if she was standing right here, it's a chain link fence. Lana's standing right here. Girl, how she would see you and be like, oh, another witness I gotta kill, you know? So I feel like it only makes sense to be up here. Good witnessing is half of testifying, I know. Listen, and these people are not good at testifying. In one direction, count stars. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, right? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Star.
Order, order! Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty? She talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. No, because if she was in... Sorry. If she was in the security booth, how could she have taken this picture? I think she didn't even take this picture. That's what I think. Also, Lana, baby, you're blind because that person is literally pressing their nose against the fucking fence 10 feet from you. The truth, that truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Oh, me? Me? Damn it. The Phoenix Wright allegations come back to me. Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Review. Okay. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Angle of the view to the crime? I don't think so. Difference in lighting? Difference in crime? Distance and crime, different lighting. I think it's gotta be distance, because she keeps stressing like, girl, I was 30 feet. Suck my nuts. 30 feet. Stay 30 feet away from me. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. How is that 30 feet? No, stop playing with my ass. No, let me look at this. Let me take a look at this. Listen, hold on. I gotta bring out the mouse for this. She said she was standing right here. Okay, right here. And that from here to here was 30 feet. I don't know. I feel like it's more like here she should be standing. Like, right here is 30 feet, and then this is also 30 feet. I don't know. Like, I guess. Has somebody done the pixel measurements for this? I don't know. Like, just don't piss me off. Sorry. All right, what were you saying? Could be mice feet. Maybe. Yes, it's 30 feet. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to get from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you... Yes. Ew.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station.
Wid squeals. Help.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. So that's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh, we're losing him. Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? I hope so. I'm raising the objection and I'm finding out later. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I love Phoenix Wright sometimes because, like, what the fuck is he saying? He just be yapping that bullshit too. If you like it al dente. And listen, Grandma wants it al dente.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't just get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Al dente in 5 minutes? With what, a pressure cooker? Listen, I guess if, like, your water was already pre-boiled. I guess. I feel like it hella al dente. I don't know. Let me... How long should I cook my spaghetti to make it al dente? It says it takes pasta 8 to 10 minutes for al dente texture. So, that shit was hella al dente. 8 to 10 minutes is usually how you get al dente pasta, according to, a random site, Siri gave me. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I was trying to plug in my phone. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. He said, don't piss me off. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Hold it!
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Lord have mercy. Okay, what do you want, bitch?
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One, of course, was the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. That shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
Listen, it's proof that she was there, not that she didn't... Not that she did it. What? There was blood found on that shoe.
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and indecisive evidence needs.
Where the fuck were you keeping this? Witness. Sorry, that was too deep. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. What are you talking about? I do that shit all the time. Unless, you know, off screen. Because technically, there is a moment off screen as soon as we finish investigating to the time we show up in court, where we could have been like, hey, I got this, I got this, I got this. Can I show this in court? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. So, you know, never mind. In other words, oh my god, he's got the Togami. In other words. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
I love this sprite so much. Like, he wasn't serious about it until just now, but he's like, you know what, fuck this bitch. No, cause she up here repping that bullshit. He's now officially on my side. He's like, I don't give a fuck what happens in this case. I just don't want this bitch to get a win.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. Yeah, if that's what you call sullen. He's looking like he's gonna fucking punch a hole in the wall.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Listen. Phoenix did the bare minimum. Just so he could... Listen, he probably didn't even want to become a lawyer for that long. He was just like, I just want to see Edgeworth. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything...
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky. Victim's shoe. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Let's hear about this lunchbox. Okay. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Okay. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No. You didn't. Wait, hold on. It starts with this, right? 5 minutes, okay. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, was the victim's. The other type matched Lana Sky. Well, she does have, like, an injury on her hand or something. So she could have cut her hand. I don't... On what? I'm not sure. And what's the last thing? Or is this the last one? This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Bruh, what? I mean... I guess I can press this because, like, how is it flawless? I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. What the fuck is that? Leave me alone.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, season enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction! Sorry, I felt like Hajime just then. Allow me to cut through those words.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
What is she yapping about? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Oh my god, we get to rotate it. Hold on, let me adjust my seat. Let me get comfy. Let me get comfy. Bring the mic back. Okay. Let's rotate this. Oh. Oh, wait, there's blood on the soles, too. Oh, I can't click something. Okay, the blood, is this a, this is a... This is a shoe. Definitely. I'm assuming this is a Wright shoe. It's a Wright shoe. But the blood is on her instep. I think that's what that's called. What does that mean? She was holding the knife with her right hand. I don't know if blah. I guess, and then the puddle's on the other side of the shoe. It could also be one of the murder gloves, but yes. The murder gloves? Oh, that she was wearing. What the Sigma? I don't know what to click. It's gotta be one of the bloods. The bloods. It's one of the blood patterns. I don't think it's this, because, like, we saw that already. I feel like it's this. Like, it's this blood here. Or I guess, I don't know. I'll just... She's got blood on her foot. I don't know. Because I don't think it's the one on the top, because that we could see right away. Yeah, the bottom. Why does the bottom of her foot have blood? Because if she killed him, like, there would have been no blood on the ground. I don't think, because she killed him in the trunk. I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of his shoe. This shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie.
She said, don't piss me off, Phoenix Wright. But that's literally everybody all the time. Because Phoenix Wright has pissed off a lot of people in his short career.
Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
I'm sorry, are you threatening me in court right now? Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
Damn, dude. What do we have here? Traces of the victim's blood. No prints. Oh, this picture. Wait, look, because there's literally no blood on the floor. How the freak frack paddywhack did her... Also, why are her shoes dark in this picture? Her shoes are white, so shouldn't they be light in the picture? I'm assuming they did it just so, like, her feet don't blend in with her skin of her legs. But then why'd you make the shoe white then? And to see the blood better, I guess? Clear case of spontaneous photographic inversion. I know. I'm gonna say this because there's no blood on the ground.
The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint.
Oh yeah, wait, maybe this isn't even her shoe, because maybe I was right, her shoes are black in that photo. I never thought about the fact that maybe, like, this just isn't her shoe. Because why the fuck do you have her shoe? How'd you get her shoe off her foot? Did she change her shoes? Is that what you're trying to say?
Note the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the crime scene? By the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. This contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. There's no pool of blood. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order. Well, witness.
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh. That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Listen, because this ain't her shoe.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
Hold it. Eureka.
He's a nerd for that.
I see. I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
That's easy. If you stab someone inside a car, they obviously won't leave any footprints exactly. But it begs to differ, like, how is there blood on her foot if there's no blood on the ground?
What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor had tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman.
I'm not roaring again.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that?
I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not the 1 minute, okay. Set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, counting down.
Thing.
Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Oh, witness. Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Okay, say that it was knocked over with water. Wouldn't you still, wouldn't her shoes get wet? And, wouldn't her shoes get wet and maybe wipe the blood away? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, did I read that? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Oh.
You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her. Nani? That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
That makes no sense, because the ground wasn't fucking wet, though.
The ground was wet. And why would you say this earlier?
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Wait a minute.
Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Hold it!
Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh?
Me? Did you say that Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait. Witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare me. The cough-up queen. Look at this.
A photograph?
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Oh, you mean it was his shoe? Girl, I thought you meant it was Lana's shoe. Sorry, I misunderstood this this whole time.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind.
How do we know that she didn't do that?
Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up, off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore?
Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright,
Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
This.
The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf in any kind in this photo. Are you fucking blind? A muffler is also part of also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. Ah, I see. And I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
Why, that would be a muffler, Your Honor, you stupid bitch.
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does it have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'm sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is so important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
What piece of evidence is it on? Oh, right, when she's talking on the phone and she says muffler.
Miss Starr,
Recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my testimony, or my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ugh.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually the exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. I don't know what the fuck that is. Sounds like I'm Dory making the whale noises.
well, it seems we will have to suspend proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence.
Agreed. She's practicing the Marines hoorah.
I suppose so.
Phew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
He's still hungry? To be continued. Damn. It's a long ass trial. We're having a recess. My back hurts. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you?
Yes. Unfortunately. It's my main character syndrome kicking in.
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh, a partner. Not this fucking guy. Hold on, I need chapstick. My lips are kind of dry. And when I yap too much, they get drier. Oh, here's my chapstick. Once again, the music's fire though. Okay. Sorry. I needed that chapstick bad. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look, see at how's the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. It's hard to slip out, huh? Oh, sorry. I just love doing a cowboy voice, southern accent moment. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all?
Huh?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean?
In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hooey! $12:30 p.m. I'd like to resume. I guess. Oh man, it's up to you. I gotta stretch. Ugh. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh, edgy boy.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, and your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. It can't be. This can't happen. You're doubled over and your back is bent. Sorry, I didn't get to finish reading it. It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. What? This is unacceptable. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Why does he sound like he's like scolding him like a child? Like, sorry class, some of our friends are not behaving like their usual selves, so we'll have to wait. Excuse me? Knock knock?
Huh? Who's there? Sorry, it just seeing him kind of reminded me of stuff that happens in that's all I can say. Knock knock, who's there? The evidence. Yes, yet another piece. That's actually so real. What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Oh god, what voice should this guy have? He's got like no lips.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he? He's orange. Literally. Oh, it's you. He's got that white people, like, bread smile. Oh. 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 I don't know. I don't know what he should sound like. Like, it's like a stereotypical, like, old man, like, oh, Sonny, back in my day. I don't know. I guess we'll work it out. Sorry I'm late. Yuji? Aji? Eh? The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Yuji? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy schmizzy. Yuji, my boy, you have to make some time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Yuji seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? You're Righto, the attorney. I've heard so many good things about you, son.
Oh, thanks. Aw, who, me?
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, huh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime, Charlie. Little worthy? Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police?
Phoenix doesn't know anybody. He literally did like as good as he could to get through everything lawyer related just so he can fucking meet up with his Pookie. And then he was, and then he was like, wait a minute, being a lawyer is kind of fun. I guess I'll just do it. And now here he is. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Why does he look like that? Brother, ooh. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. They're dating. The judge and him, they're dating. I've just decided. And, you know, what I say is law. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. My Pookie.
Oh, my foodie. Oh, my foodie. Oh, my foodie.
Listen, I love it when he looks so flustered. He's great. Guys, you just don't get it. Like, I get it. He's wearing gloves. Clearly, he's planning a murder. Exactly. What do you mean you're wearing gloves? You're not allowed to wear gloves here, Gant. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Alright, fuck this guy. You can't embarrass my Pookie, only I can. Your head's in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. Wait, I don't get... What? Did he go to the... Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. Did he go to the crime scene or something? Like, how is this up to him? Girl, I wasn't patrolling the crime scene. Like, shouldn't your officers have done a better job looking with their goddamn eyes? Are they literally blind? What are you talking about? That makes no sense.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Girl. I don't get it. I just don't get it. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Bro, let me jump in. Let me jump in. I can't let them do this to him. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Sure, but he's the attorney. He's still responsible. For like... Oh, god damn it. Get out of my way, microphone. For knowing like every little nook and cranny of the crime scene? Oh, sorry. Okay. Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. You want me to take a look at it? The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Well, yeah, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. That's so real. I like when Phoenix takes over for me, because he's moving it, not me. Like, alright, by all means, take the wheel. Not the clown horn. Look at this. Can I click this and or is he gonna get mad at me?
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92. I think that's the evidence code.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I'm getting the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow.
Okay.
What? Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at the knife. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood?
Oh, sorry. I just love reading as Emma. And this dark red stain, blood. Edgeworth was like, while he's doing that, I'm gonna cook something up. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really. I don't like you, orange man. Like, if you took the, like, if you dragged and dropped the color of his skin, it literally would be fucking orange. Like, that's crazy. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? That's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. What? What did any of that mean? There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information. Yuji, we haven't exactly announced it yet. So what you're saying is, you guys can't handle 2 big cases at once. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we at the department were all aflustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Hi, Robin! Oh my god.
Department in disorder. Okay. Unless there is evidence. Why would you say that? Honestly, wait. What do we even have for evidence? Because I feel like it's something... Okay. Something that we haven't presented, maybe? The murder weapon. Let me... I don't know. Wait, let me look at this. Hold on, sir. I've got to like inspect this knife real quick. Oh, anarchy with the posture check, hydrate, and stretch. Okay. Jeez. There we go. Sorry, I was choking on my drink. Great. Shifting, becoming unshrimp. You know how it is. Okay, what did this tag say again? I know I can read it, but a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. So it's like SL9 and then 2. It's like evidence 2. Court records again? What is this? Oh wait! They did not just Leon me. They did not just it says SL9. But it's upside down, so it looks like it says like 6-75 or something. So it's not 12-2, it's 212 maybe. And we only assumed that it went this way because of the ledger at the top. And there, so this is the connection. Wait a second. Ah, at last. An honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Ah, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Yuji? This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s 12-2?
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up.
Rah! Hello, baby.
But turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
Listen, I said the same thing, Fidgy. I said, I know damn well they did not just Leon me.
SL9. That's the same that's written on that knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
That's T. I mean, I guess you could press this, but I don't know what you would present to it. Warrant any shape to do investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. Maybe press on this? Because now we can ask about it, right? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Yuji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. Are you... I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. Well, we know when the victim died, so I don't think we need that. How the victim was killed, we don't need that. It was with a knife. Where, I guess. Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? He's pissed. He's pissed. Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place at in the evidence room at the police department. Girl, y'all need security or something in that room, because that's the same room that I got tased. I got tased in that room. Me and Maya got tased in that evidence room by fucking Von Karma. And there was no legal repercussions. You need cameras in there because people are constantly getting assaulted in that room. I almost died that day. You guys are so lucky that I didn't. You could have had a double homicide on your hands. Be so for real. Anyways. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we can finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. That's fine. That way the evidence for the new case is immediately right where it belongs. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. Can't you, though?
Scary coincidence, eh? Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detectives murdered at the police. What if I could read? That'd be kind of crazy. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. Though there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. He's krilling himself. You two make a good pair. Girl, he's shipping it. He's shipping me and Edgeworth. And he's right. And he's right for that. Breathing in this economy? No. Put that air back. Meow. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to click that.
And the knife. What was it doing there?
I better check this knife out. Listen, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to press like that. Go back to that, please. Okay, you can't reveal the name at the time. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna press this. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, the victim's division, the victim's ID number, the victim's gender. The victim's ID number, because, we can compare it to the one that we have. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name, after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't get go getting your hopes up. The number is 584-2189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. I already forgot what it was, too. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. Is it Goodman's ID? This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does.
I think. Meaning. It has to be what I think it is. Okay, well, I'm assuming me and you are thinking the same thing, Phoenix. I hope, anyways. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you? Was this it? Well, he said it's the thing I'm thinking of, so. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Look at him. He's so silly. He's just so silly. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. Twirls my hair, kiss my feet. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second. Right. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. Huh. 418 something. I think you were... I don't think that was right. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location? Order, order! No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Chief, what does this mean? He said. And then Edward said, shut the fuck up. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. 3 exclamation points. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? Don't do my boy like this, please. I'm begging you. The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? Oh, you mean in that thing you didn't read? Oh, Edgeworth, Pookie. They're really giving you the lashings here.
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, huh?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Edgeworth is curling himself.
You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy? What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
it is relevant, though. It's the same victim. How would that not be relevant?
And how is that rule relevant? Normally, you just submit a list of evidence to be used in court before trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. Ugh. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job.
No. No!
Judge, I wanna go home now.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Sorry. Whatever. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it is not decisive.
Someone must have soul linked them to kill them both at the same time. Wait, wrong game.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
Bro, I'm hungry. I know I said that I was gonna do investigation, but I'm really hungry, so I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll do a little bit, just to see what we got with the budget. Ugh, February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. law offices.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm just a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this in the evidence room part? You were there. What are you talking about? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out, or at least try to.
All right, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that. These thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
He's secretly a quantum investigator. What the fuck? Back at the parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they didn't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. I'll just give it a try.
Oh, me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh, God. Why is it... Yours look pink. Why is it red?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see?
Press enter to spray it on. I don't know what button that is. I'm playing on a controller.
Okay, let's find us some blood stains.
I'm gonna assume it's... Yeah, X. Spray! Blood everywhere! I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a blood stain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount of blood, I would say. Because, like, I guess it makes sense where it is, right? Because day and night. What? I tossed her and I'm gonna say the amount. Like, for somebody who bled out. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Oh my god, I just realized I never finished my Duolingo. Hold on. There we go. Get out of here. Okay. Sorry, I had to finish my Duolingo. Trust. They fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood that's on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we found the blood stain.
When we found the blood, it's not that big.
See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
I guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Huh.
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr. You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead doesn't really get my mouth watering. I'm not ready to talk to you yet. Spray to use. How do I use it? I didn't actually want to show this to you.
Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. Shut up. No! I didn't mean look at my own badge. I brew it, she said. Wow. Like I knew it. Okay, let's talk. Today's trial.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
Hey man, I've been known to. My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from the security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from were different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Detective Starr.
So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me. They coughed it up.
Coughed it up.
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cough Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go or fired?
I felt I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
SL9? Which she doesn't mean.
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Do I have to like give her something else? Hey, what do you think about this? Could you take a look at this?
You...
Yes. Damn. Because it didn't come up with anything else. SL9, which she doesn't mean. Nani. Maybe if I show her this.
I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the Cough Up Queen, right?
We found this ID card here in the parking lot.
Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
I wish I could be so sure. I wish there was a skip dialogue option, please. Oh, here we go. What the Sigma?
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime.
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes you weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem.
Yeah, tell her, Em.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like last time.
That time. I guess just keep sending shit to her until she cracks. Could you take a look at this? Damn it. Okay. Oh wait, it updated. Let's fucking go.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. There's nothing to them. Disposable.
Oh, we're nothing to them.
Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary. It was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes. The criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
What?
You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be...
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he got demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on the SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection. So, Rookie.
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him.
Oopsies.
A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice.
I managed to pause it on my stream just in time. No, oh wait, this was the one before it. Well, I guess we'll never know what she said. It is what it is.
He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall, Can I see my Pookie? Sorry, I should probably go to the detention center, huh? Just in time. Or not. 12:02.
Wow, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing.
Hmm?
I guess we'll have to come back later. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine?
How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they arrested a suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
I'm thinking thoughts. I'm thinking thoughts, Your Honor. Wow. Everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
This is true. But listen. I just don't have anything to say. I'm just like, no, but listen. No. It's I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we'll wind up dead.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Listen, because they all want what's her face to die. They're like, we hate prosecutors. They suck. Kill this bitch.
Svarog, creases Jordans.
Creasing Jordans. Move. To 10. No, wait, no, go back. Fuck.
He's the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting demoted. Getting a demotion. Damn. Rough out here. Move to the front. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got on the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid at an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Where? Guard station. Oh, look at it. It's this office. Let's fucking go. Can he just be having all this alcohol? I mean, he do be drinking on the job, too. I would love to just point that out. What's with this place? Sorry, what's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. Listen, look at the owner, brother. Oh. Hold on, where's my water?
I need to take a sip of drink.
It's actually cold still. I think I had like 2 ice cubes in there or something.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime.
It sure seems that way. Oh!
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
What? What are you talking about? If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if there's a guard station, where is the guard? And then you're just gonna hear like the start of like the classic Western music. Wait.
I chose Wix for
What the
my
hell?
business because of its
God damn it,
massive
there's an
scope
ad.
for functionality.
This is what I get for
and-
opening an incognito tab. Listen, he's like, come, I got the music up. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Listen, I pulled that up for a bit. It was fine. It was bad, but it was fine. Anyways, moving along.
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
I mean, you should at this point. But where is he? Why is there... Why is there a fucking... What is this? To, like, catch my foot in the trap, bro?
Look, on the floor, a lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something. Usually this is better when, there's, like, coverage.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. Maybe someone...
Oh, but the lasso missed. Yeah. Sure.
You sure have an active imagination. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. What does it look like? There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of that room. Cowboys make do.
Yipes. These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti. They're a lot like my sister, actually.
How so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing out in every direction. Just like her.
Right. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
The singularity.
There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
Is that what that is? It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. That's okay. I'm glad Phoenix is saying what I'm thinking. Because I was like, actually be so for real right now with me. Be honest.
Ike, be honest. Am I ugly?
Ike, be honest, am I ugly?
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather pants. What was it called again? A punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy. I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. He's a hater. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open?
I think we need someone.
Oh, I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. And we're gonna need the mister himself, but I think we'll save that for next time. We got a little taste into what's going on. But we gotta save it for next time. Because I do love the investigation portions, honestly. I like them more than the trial part. Damn. I would love to leave, please. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know. I'm fucking around. Exit.
Close, please.
Oh, let me unplug this and sit up. I was slouching in my chair. Let me switch us over to the ending soon screen and give us some lo-fi beats. Oof. Listen, we did a lot of things today. We learned we learned so many things, basically. What did we do today? We were in a trial and it lasted forever, and also I don't like the chief. He just is weird. I don't know. Anyways. Who should let me see who I want to raid. I think I want to raid somebody new today. Let's do this person. Okay. stick around for the raid, show some love to some other people. Next stream will be tomorrow, and we're gonna be playing more Zero Escape, because I said I would. Y'all are so lucky. I was in such a drawing mood, but I said that I would play Ace Attorney and Zero Escape, so I'm saying I'm keeping my promises. But yeah, if you've not followed, make sure you, well, not make sure you do so, damn. If you're not following, you should follow. That'd be really cool. And if you want to keep up with me on Discord and get notified when I go live, and also influence the polls and what we play, check out the Discord link below, or do exclamation point Discord. And until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see ya. Oh boy, oh boy.